Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Sunday, the 2nd of October 2022. Now, today is the day after a match, and in the videos that I do after matches, I like to go through the stats. But before we get to that, just a quick reminder that tomorrow, Millwall's better and younger team, Millwall under-21s, will be playing at home to Bristol City. Millwall are currently the best team in the league, and Bristol City are the second best team in the league. So this is a real ding-dong match, and the club's been pushing this for a few days. This is still 3 days old, so I think they wanted to let everyone know well in advance. It's not being shown on Millwall TV, unlike the last game against Charlton was. So Millwall under-21s are in professional development league action on Monday afternoon as they take on Bristol City at the Den. Kick-off 2 p.m. Kevin Nugent's side had won their first 7 matches for the 22-23 season. Prior to last week's trip to Reading, but succumbed to a loss against the Royals, who fielded Andy Carroll and other first-team players, including the goalkeeper. So there's no shame in that. They literally threw some ringers in. Now it's in the rules. It's in the rules, so it's in the rules, but it's kind of against the spirit. So what are you gonna do? Did they do it because they genuinely needed these players to get some fitness? Or did they do it because Millwall are an absolute juggernaut and won 7 matches in a row? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so if you are unable to make it to the Den, then updates will be available on the Twitter account. So they're not saying it's on Millwall TV, which if they were going to do it, they probably would say that it would be live on Millwall TV. So I don't know if the viewing figures for the last one were kind of not worth it. I don't know how many viewers they had for that. So we'll see. They did put the full match on Millwall TV or Millwall TV Plus. I'm not too sure because I've subscribed. I don't know which. It doesn't say which one I'm looking at. So it just says what I'm allowed to look at. They put the whole match of the Charlton game on the Millwall TV system, and you can go and watch that back. So please note for the 22-23 season, anyone wishing to park at the Den to watch under 21 home games will be charged £2.50 per car on arrival. All proceeds will be donated to the Lions Food Hub situated at Millwall Community Trust. So there you go. Yeah, tomorrow 2 o'clock, Monday 2 o'clock. Good. Let's see if we can see Abdul Malik scoring a hat trick or just playing well. Sometimes when he's on, it's a real joy to watch him play and dribble with the ball. Now let's get on to some stats. Here's a stat for you. Footballrates.com, whatever that is, probably a betting website. I don't know. Shall we see? Oh no, results, stats, and trivia about English football. Okay, cool. No team in the top 4 tiers of English football have gone longer without an away win than Millwall. They have not won away in their last 11 matches. Their next game is away to Rotherham on Wednesday. There you go. Must be true. It's on the internet. We are number 1 in the whole of English professional football as being the shittest away team currently. 11 matches without winning an away game. Not many draws in that either. Something that we used to do last season, and we're not even drawing away games now. Just losing them by conceding 2 goals. Sometimes we only just scored our first away goal in this game against Blackburn Rovers when Jake Cooper scored it. So here we go. This is from infogoal.net. The XG they have is 2.17 for Blackburn Rovers to Millwall's 1.55. You can see here the match events. Nothing really happened in the first half, apparently, according to them. And then in the second half, we have the goal on 57. The next one soon after on 63. They make changes, 65. The game's won, you know. Let's just go into cruise control. And then straight after that, we make 3 changes because, hey, when we go 2 goals down, we don't really need to defend anymore, so we can start going for it. They get a yellow card. Then we get a goal. Jake Cooper. And then 3 more substitutions, 2 for them, 1 for us. And let's have a look at the shot map for this game. So here's the shots for the whole game. Pretty even. Pretty even. There's Zion Fleming one. Which it come at him and he's tried to do something. If he just stood there and let it hit him and had his body at an angle, it would have just went in. And you can see the goal was our 3rd best chance. So you got a phobia there in the first half, and you got that one there, Zion Fleming right at the game. Was that a fair result? Fairness rating 91.31. So they're saying it's a fair result. And you can see Blackburn Rovers, their 2 best chances, they scored them. And other than that, they didn't really have them. They had these pot shots that weren't really any good. And we had a few of ourselves, to be honest. So let's have a look at first half, second half. 4 shots for Blackburn in the first half, not very good ones. And 2 shots for Millwall. One, the Afobe one, they ran through and then didn't pass it to anyone. They had a shot it over. And was that Zion Fleming from out way back, yeah? Okay. So let's look at the second half. So there you go. Now, how many of these shots do you think were after the changes were made? Mills 3 substitutions were made on 68 minutes. So let's see how many of these shots. Yep, that was after. That was after. Yes. No. So we had 1 shot in the second half before the 3 changes were made and we actually started to attack. After, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. 7 shots after we actually tried to play attacking football after the opposition had gone 2 goals up. Let's just look at the lineup. We don't usually look at it on this website. It's a bit weird. Okay. Now, moving on to whoscored.com, you can look on the right hand side and see the 5 highest rated players are all Blackburn Rovers players. Match summary: Millwall were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from set pieces, but lost possession often, indeed, and attacked through the middle. So both teams had 10 shots, and Blackburn getting 2 goals, that's 20% conversion rate. Millwall getting 1, that's 10%. And the goals, the shots attempts were 6 to 3 open play, 4 to 6 set pieces, and we had 1 counter attack. And Blackburn mostly going down the right hand side, probably trying to take advantage of Scott Malone and his ability to look like a statue, while Mario Wallace gets the blame for the first goal, which I've looked back at it on the extended highlights, and I'm questioning Scott Malone's ability to get up and down the pitch. Now, he might have a sweet left foot and have 4 assists, but if you can't get up and down the pitch, maybe you stay back and wait until we get some set pieces, and then you come forward and take them. So, shot directions, as you see, mostly through the middle. Shot zones, action zones, player positions. That is interesting. You can see Scott Malone way out on his own, pushing forward, leaving the gap behind him, which is trying to be covered by Murray Wallace. You can see him being pulled over. And who is that there? Is that George Honeyman there? He's on top of him. So no, George Honeyman's 39. Who the fuck is that then? Who was the other Styles? Is that Styles? Styles is 17, isn't he? So you got the 8, the 5, and the 3, and then I think the one that's covered up is Styles. So what this is, where the player's position, his aggregated position is. Just weird to see. Murray Wallace obviously having to cover a lot of ground there. Being pushed up. Bristol dropping deep. Okay. Blackburn playing. What Blackburn playing? 4-1, 4-1-2-3, something like that. But you can see that they've doubled up on their right hand side, 19 and 9, to take advantage of the massive gap that Scott Malone left behind him. And then what happens is Murray Wallace has to come across, and if he doesn't come across, he leaves the player free to receive the ball because he's not being marked by Scott Malone. Scott Malone's not getting goal side of him, he's just standing on his own on the left, doing nothing, ball watching. And if he does come across, then they split the centre back. They leave a massive gap there. So then Murray Wallace is at on. Well, they should all do this automatically with Jay Cooper, and Bristol should just drift over as well and close that gap and make sure the gap isn't there. Yeah. What can you do? Let's look at. So there's the events of the match again. So, player ratings. If you look at the top by the club badges, the average player rating for each team, 6.67 for Blackburn, 6.3 for Millwall. So a difference, that's quite a difference at this level. Brereton Diaz, man of the match, 7.6. And for Millwall, Cooper, 6.9. Was it a goal? And after him, Bury, 6.8. The lowest rated player on the pitch, not just for Millwall, Afobe, 5.8. So let's run through the stats now. Total shots, 3 for Fleming, 1 for Afobe, 3 for Cooper. 2 for Vogelsammer. This is it. When Vogelsammer comes off the bench, he looks amazing. He looks utterly amazing. When he started, he hasn't. So it must be the tired defenders, or must be something in it. Possession. Afobe, 0.8. Afobe was on the pitch for 90 minutes. Were they not passing it to him? Was he being man marked? What the fuck happened there? He had the same amount of possession as Vogelsang. Three of the subs had better possession stats than Bobby. They were on the pitch for what, 20 minutes? Even on the pitch for 90. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, that's just weird. Pass success percentage. Mitchell, Styles, Cooper. Not bad. George Long, 43. That's about the same as Bar has on a very, very good day for Bar, so it's not that much of an improvement. Dribbles 10-6. Mitchell. Okay. Aerials 1. 22-16. They were prepared for the aerial battle and they won it. Fleming with 4. Mario Wallace with 4. Interesting. Tackles 14-11. So every one of the Blackburn starters, except for Dolan, Ayala, and Kaminsky, the goalkeeper, had a tackle. For Millwall, not really. Malone had 4 tackles. Okay. And Shackleton 3. And Long had 1. What was Long's one? Was that where he tackled Cresswell for the ball? Ball was in the first Blackburn goal. Corners 4 and 4. Dispossessed 7-6. Okay. Now let's have a little bit of a look at the stats. So here's Blackburn shots. We've seen both teams have had 10 shots. So they had 4 shots on target. They scored 2 goals. They scored 50% of their shots on target. So here's Millwall. What do you think Millwall did? Obviously we know 10 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. We scored 50% of our shots on target, same as Blackburn. Because we only had 2 shots on target, we only got the 1 goal. If we sort the players by rating, you can see Jake Cooper 6.93. So no Millwall players over 7 in the rating. Compare that to Blackburn, who had 5 players over 7. And then all the rest mid-6s, and we have 2 players under 6. 5.82 and 5.96. George Honeyman as well. Now, touches. We've already seen that Benicophobe had very little possession of the ball during the game, despite the fact that he played 90 minutes. And here's another shocker. He had 17 touches of the ball in 90 minutes. Were they not passing to him? Did he win the game of Perudo or something on coach? What did he do? 17 touches of the ball in 90 minutes of football. George Evans came on, played about 20 minutes or 18 minutes. I think the match went to 95 minutes. He's had 16 touches. He's had the same amount of touches as Benicophobe had in 90 minutes. While the players choosing to go to Zion Fleming because they can see that he's a better footballer. I don't know. That's a rough one, isn't it? Jesus. Most touches: Cooper, Shackleton, Murray Wallace, Charlie Cresswell, and then George Long. So that's unusual to have the goalkeeper having a lot of touches, but obviously he can play. He's good with the ball at his feet, apparently. Well, not. He's better than Bar, apparently. so they're comfortable kicking the ball back to him. It's unusual to have the goalkeeper number 5th in most amount of touches. Offensive. So we've already seen shots on target. Shots on target. So Benicafé 1-0, Cresswell 1-0, Vogelsammer 2-0, Fleming 3-1, Jay Cooper 3-1, and Cooper got the goal. Defensively, who was doing the work? So Scott Malone, 4 tackles apparently. Okay. But his positioning was shocking. It was, sorry, but Shackleton with 3, and then Long, Cresswell, Styles, and even Fleming getting a tackle in. Interceptions, top is Shackleton, Cooper, Murray Wallace. Shackleton there doing pretty well. Clearances, any clearances? Yeah, quite a few. Cresswell with 4, Murray Wallace with 3. Blocked shots, 3 of the shots were blocked. And that was what Phobie contributed to the game. The Phobie had 1 clearance, 1 block shot, and touched the ball 17 times. There must be a mistake on this website. I can't believe he's only touched the ball 17 times in 90 minutes of football. Maybe it is a mistake on this website, because this website is not infallible. So who had the most amount of passes for Millwall? Jake Cooper, Cresswell, Murray Wallace, James Shackleton, George Long. Passing accuracy based on that, what you could say, probably Billy Mitchell, 84, accuracy off of 32, or probably Jay Cooper, 80, 65, obviously they're going to be short ones. Yeah, not bad. Crosses and accurate crosses, so we've got Malone, 3-1. Honeyman, no, 2-0. Shackleton, Mitchell, Fleming, no. Vogelsammer, 1-1. So we only had 2 accurate crosses all game. Long balls and accurate long balls. George Long, 27 and 7. Cooper, 10 and 2. Cresswell, 9 and 3. Shackleton again, standout, 7 and 4. Malone, 6 and 4. Okay. But yeah, so there you go. Now, I was going to do something, but I forgot. But we can go back. So to here, to the match centre on who's got them. If we go to the ratings, so this is the rating for 90 minutes in the match. If we drag this marker along to the first half, which was, I'll tell you, let's go to the first substitution by Millwall, which would have been 68. So let's go there. Let's go there actually. So let's go there. So you can see the massive difference here, because this is only up until from 0 to 68. Look at the ratings now at the top by the club badges. 6.69 to Blackburn, 6.05 for Millwall, 6.6 of a difference. Massive difference there. Just shit all round. Yeah, sorry, but it was the highest rated Millwall player after 68 minutes of Shackleton was 6.4. Right, so now let's turn it on the head. So this is when we were playing in what would you call it, Gary out mode. This is when it was 2-0, and before the changes made that Gary out made to actually start trying to win the fucking game from being in the 2-goal down position, which is absolutely fucking annoying that we always concede 2 goals before we start trying to play some football. Now this is from the 69th minute to the end of the match. We were a better team. When we went attacking, we were a better team. Now you can say, and it has been said before, Blackburn were 2-0 up. They just defend. So they're going to drop back. It's going to make us look good. Of course it will. Swansea did that as well, and we got lucky. We pressured them into conceding 2 own goals. So teams do that. It is possible to get some kind of result from playing this shit way. We got a point at Swansea. But look at the difference here. Now we're the better team when we're attacking. Look at the players' ratings here. Just that little last third of the match. Cooper's on 7.1 for that period. It's only earlier in the match that his score dragged him down below a 7. And they're saying here that we were playing 4-4-2. Not too sure about that, but that's what they're saying. So we play, let's say this is true, we're playing 4-4-2. We played 4-4-2 for 20 minutes, and we were the better team. And we scored a goal. They didn't score again. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, what are we doing here? And you can see what is a sacred cow that this 3-5-2 system is. For Gary Rowett, this sacred cow that he won't give up. He denies it. The evidence is right in front of his fucking eyes. He can watch this video and see it for his fucking self. He denies it. He denies it. He denies it. And clearly, we're a lot better playing 4-4-2 than we are playing 3-5-2. Should we do that every game? Probably not. Probably not. Like, maybe in home games play 3-5-2 and away play 4-5-2. 4-4-2, or maybe even 4-5-1. You know? If you play 4-5-1, play Bury, you can play Bury as the extra midfielder. It's fine. You know, he's a bit of a luxury player. He's an exciting player. And they probably want him to do more fucking defensive and donkey work. But when you're playing 4-5-1, you can have Bury on there. You can do that. No worries. But yeah. Why? So even Gary Rowett's gone to the point where the fan favourite Bar Biakowski, very good goalkeeper, he's getting a bit old now, but still very good. So he cuts him out and switches him for the reserve goalkeeper before he gives up the 3-5-2. Literally, he'll do anything except stop playing 3-5-2. Change the goalkeeper, drop Malone, drop Afobe, all these things, all sorts. But he won't drop the 3-5-2. Just can't do it. We'll see. If he wants this record to end, he might want to think about playing 4-4-2 at Rotherham, because we're the shittest away team in the whole of professional English football. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.